So, Frank, we just had these big fires that burned through here recently. Remember
Yes.
that? So, really interesting. I read this article this weekend, and it was talking about how you can get additional fire insurance.
Okay.
So, the fire insurance is actually for a private firefighting group who will go out and protect your house.
Really?
Yeah. And did you know in Napa and Sonoma County, there were people who actually were paying for this, and they saved individual houses. Is
Wow.
that moral? Is that ethical?
Well, if you can buy something and pay for it, why isn't it?
It's kind of like with the floods, how you saw the one house that had all the bags around it,
Yeah.
that you could buy that thing.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of interesting, but difficult because a lot of people lost their houses in both the floods and the fires.
But this is a private group of firefighters. This isn't the city firefighters
No.
or the state. This
No.
is a private group of firefighters that you're paying for to come out and defend your house.
mercenary,
Well, then why would that be immoral? I mean,
mercenary firefighters.
interesting. I never knew you could do that, by
didn't-
the way.
I didn't either. But you know what? Here's the point. A lot of those houses were lost to the floods. A lot were lost to the fires. And as we see extreme weather everywhere, there's a lot of this stuff going on right now. That's why you as a loan officer, these 2 or 3 H loans, it's just a no-brainer, guys. You have to have that as one of the tools in your toolbox.
True.
So Rimmond's here to help you out with it. They've got all their guidelines. Check it out, okay? It's okay if it's not funded on your lines. You want to work with these guys. All you have to do is click this banner right over there or right up above.
On Facebook.
Now, moving on to the show. It turns out investigators have determined that Richard Cordroy did not violate the Hatch Act.
Okay.
Now, that's where you campaign for a position while working in a government position of authority in another area.
Right.
Now, the thinking is, do the job you're paid for, not the one you want to be paid for.
Right. And we brought this up and we said, of all the things to get irritated with Cordroy about, this shouldn't be one of them, right? And that's because the information that they had was a hearsay third-party conversation. And further, the assertion is that he's going to parlay his CFPB position in a bid for governor. We don't know if that's the case anymore.
No, we don't. He's just all over the board. However, with the CFPB, we do know, in fact, that they're going forward with a new and improved added HMDA portal. This thing is just a mess because you can get a sneak peek at it right now if you want to, just to see if your company is going along with being compliant for the January 1st launch and the March 1st drop dead point. By the way, that's March 1st, 2019. However, it's never too late to get ahead, so let's check this thing out.
Yeah, thing is, you're going to need all that extra time. I mean, we were going to list the options on the changes to the newly minted 42 fields, but it'd take too long. And if you'd like to see the changes, just click down below for the full report.
And my concern is twofold, and it's based on the whole, why do they need all this crap? Okay? So, number one, gathering more information on your borrowers just creates more fields, agencies, and other groups can use to filter and refilter to try to find yet another way to sue you and your company.
So true.
Now, keep in mind, this information is going to be made public. We don't know yet what it's going to look like, but by doubling the fields of information on your borrower's HMDA data, it doubles your chances of being found guilty of something.
So true.
The whopper that comes to my mind is the whole disparate impact filings. Now, that's where you get sued for discrimination, even if you're not discriminating.
Right.
If something can be found discriminatory in the outcome of your actions, even if you're not aware and have no control over it, you could be found guilty of disparate impact.
The NBA shares this concern as well. They said of the pending HMDA changes, they're concerned of increased litigation. HMDA has been a major source of fair lending claims in the past, and the new data will allow greater analysis of application loan data to evaluate impacts on protected classes. While HMDA's purpose is to shine light on lending practices, data can be misused to present unfair claims, forcing costly litigation defense and/or settlements and causing significant reputational harm, which is so true.
But just like I said, another way to sue you and your company.
Right.
Now, you'd be foolish, really, to think anything else. The second point is security. Now, you're going to be sending all of this newfangled HMDA data. You're going to store it, you're going to send it, and it's going to be received and housed with everyone else's data. Now, guys, we've said this before. There will be no juicier treasure for a hacker than the CFPB's HMDA hard drives.
Right.
Nothing. Now ask yourself, do you have faith in any group keeping the Fort Knox of online personal data safe, especially a newly minted agency? I gotta say, this one really concerns me because it just seems like it's going to be a matter of time.
Yeah, and again, it's another concern shared by the NBA, privacy and data security concerns. Because the new data set contains confidential information such as credit scores, which if improperly released, could cause significant harm to borrowers' claims against lenders and even undermine homeownership.
And finally, like TRID, remember with TRID, we got all those grace periods and those date changes. Now, we did that because there was no universal software, guys. We had to build it as we go. As a result, it took a lot of time, adding staff and money. Lots of money. And as we say with TRID, all it was is to rearrange a tostada into a taco. It's all the same information.
Yeah.
Well, the same is really true of HMDA. Doubling the number of fields, changing existing fields, and just adding. Then ensuring security amongst your entire office and then offloading all this information, all without getting hacked, because that would be catastrophic for any one of your borrowers, let alone thousands of them. All of that, like TRID, is going to be enormously expensive, but don't worry, it's just going to get added to the rate sheet for your borrowers in the future.
Right. So, HMDA, take a sneak peek today. Look at your new fields down below. We'll have the link. Roll up your sleeves because this is happening. We're still wondering who and how is this going to help? I don't know. Ridiculous. Let us know your thoughts down below. Do us a favor, forward, share, and subscribe for free if you're meeting us for the first time. Have a great day. See you later here from the National State Coast.